Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Yeah, sir, you can continue, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good evening, my dear students. Once again, you are all are warm. Welcome to the wonderful session of the biological classes. Last class, what we have discussed. Will you please summarize the headings? Anyone? Last class, what we have discussed? Oncology, isn't it? Cancer. Today, we'll continue the remaining parts. Okay, you have to study that. What is my cancer? Yeah. What is my cancer?
So,
Yeah. Go ahead, Gajay.
so cancer is basically the uncontrolled division of cells.
Very good. Uncontrolled growth of cell division, isn't it? So it is mitotic or meiotic cell division?
So mitotic, sir.
Okay. Okay. Mitotic is nothing but the body cell, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise called as somatic cells, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How it will be divided, Ba? How it will be divided?
So it can be either it's malignant, sir.
Okay.
So when it is malignant, it's when it shows metastasis. So that is, it can spread from one region of the body to another region.
So you're telling about the disposable of the cancer is one place to another place, isn't it? What I am asking,
Yes,
how the cells are divided. Normally, any one of the mitotic process already you know, but there is a mechanism, isn't it? One cell divided into two divided into four. How it will be divided? The main mechanism is that there is a mechanical process, a physiological process which occur within the cell or genes. What about Vaishnavi? Do you have any idea? According to the cancer. Okay, already we discussed it. So without spindle formation, what will happen about the single cell divided into two? It is possible or not? During cell division, there is no possibility of spindle formation.
So then cell division won't take place. So.
Yeah, that is the reason. That's why I'm telling the cell division occur with the presence of which one spindle formation. It's also connected with the kinetochore or centromere, isn't it? Then only the single cell divided into two types. Okay, again the process also continue. As a result, you will get it 2, 4, 8, and likewise finally it form as a mass of cell. That mass of cell is called as malignant, otherwise called as tumor. Okay, so today what we are going to discuss, one of the part we left it in the last classes. What are the types of cancer? Already we discussed, there are 5 different types of cancers. What are the 5 different types? Here you see the slide: carcinoma, sarcoma, melanoma, lymphoma, and leukemia. These are the 5 types have been stated or given as a diagrammatic aspect, isn't it? See, you should know our body parts. What are the layer present in your skins? Take any part of the body. Take your arms. Okay. So the outermost layer is called as what? outermost layer. Take your arms or leg or whatever it may be. The outermost layer is what? Beneath the layer is what? Inside water gas. Again, you are moving on to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 like that. So will you please, what is that? Can you explain it? The outermost layer is called as epithelial cell or epidermis, isn't it? That is called as adipose tissues. Beneath the skin is called as adipose tissues. Sometimes the cancers occurs in the above part of the skin. What it is, like that. Second, there is a muscles. Okay, the second part is muscles. Sometimes they affect the muscles. First one is skin. Second one is muscles. Third one is bone. Okay, so and also connective tissues also there. And then inside what they are having? Bone marrow. Likewise, the cancers also classified according to their position of the organ, position of the location, like that. Okay, they may be divided into 5 categories. That's why I asked the question, the arms containing how many parts? Okay, see one by one, clearly just note it down. Sometimes they may ask the questions from the answer to question. Sometimes they ask the question to answer. What is my carcinoma? Like that they may ask the question. Sometimes they ask the question, they epithelial cell cancer is called as what? So leukemia otherwise called as blood cancer. Okay, sometimes they may ask the question, WBC cancer. Lymphoma, already know, lymph organs. Melanoma, skin cancer. This is also sarcoma, is nothing but the bone cancer, otherwise called as connective tissues. Okay, we'll see one by one. So these are the 5 types have been reported by the scientists. See one by one. See, the major type of cancer are carcinoma, sarcoma, melanoma, lymphoma, and leukemia. These are the major divisions. And also according to the locations, brain cancer, kidney cancer, liver cancer, and also blood cancer. Okay, and also that prostate cancer, like that, chest cancer, like that. There are so many cancers have been reported, but they are all comes under these 5 headings only: carcinoma, sarcoma, melanoma, lymphoma, and leukemia. These are the 5 types. Okay, see that one by one. So what is my carcinoma? The carcinoma is a cancer that forms in the epithelial tissue. That's why I told you carcinoma is a cancer that forms in the epithelial tissues. Sometimes they may ask the question, the match the following: carcinoma, sarcoma, lymphoma, multiple myeloma. In opposite side, they may give a shuffled manner. Okay, that is nothing. So carcinoma is nothing but the epithelial. What are the epithelial tissues you are having? See here, epithelial tissues, lion. So most of the young organs, most of your organs, the internal passageways in your body, like your esophagus and your skin also. Not only these things, and also see the most cancer affecting your skin: breast, kidney, liver, lungs, and pancreas, prostate gland, head and neck, and all carcinomas. So these are the organs. They are having a epithelial tissues. Suppose the epithelial cells are undergo the continuous divisions. As a result, it produces a what is that? Cancerous cells. Such type of cancer is called as carcinoma. They mostly present in the epithelial tissues. They are all these are the parts. These are the parts mostly affected. So they are called as carcinoma. Once again, repeat, for carcinoma is nothing but the epithelial tissue cancer. Okay, so they may be present so many parts, passageways. That is very, very. Sometimes they ask the questions. The internal passageway cancer is also, what is that? So carcinoma. Epithelial tissue cancer, carcinoma. Okay, the skin cancer, it's also carcinoma. One more is that skin cancer, that is called as melanoma. It is nothing but the pigmentation oriented. Okay, but in this category is nothing but the a mass of cells, cancer cells, normal cell converted into neoplastic cell, then neoplastic cell converted into what is that? Cancerous cells. Okay, see here, this is called as carcinoma. See the next slide, my dears. The carcinoma is the most commonly diagnosed cancer, originated in the skin, lungs, breast, pancreas, and other organ and glands. This is also already we discussed in the previous slide. Carcinoma is nothing but the, what is that? Epithelial tissues where there is a lining on organ, whether it may be any other part of the body, there is a epithelial tissues also. What is that? Covered. That epithelial tissues undergo the mutation changes or mutation, as a result, normal cell converted into cancerous cells. See here. So this is the normal cells. See here, this is outermost tissues layer. This is called as muscles layer. And then also connective tissues also present in it. And then inner tissues layer. These are the layers present in your body. But in a particular body, it may be affected by the carcinoma, otherwise called as what is that? Normal cell converted into neoplastic cell, cancer cell, due to the physiological process or biochemical process, and another one is called as chemical process. So as a result, what happened, converted into carcinoma. Once upon a time, it may be converted into which one, mass of cells like this. Okay, this is called as what is that? Carcinoma. It is nothing but the cancer. Okay, so this is the one part. See the another slide. This is a squamous cell carcinoma. Squamous is nothing but a skin cancer, isn't it? So this is called as epidermis. Dermis is nothing but the layer. Okay, say hypodermis. Hypodermis means below the epidermis there is a layer is called as hypodermis, and below the hypodermis there is a muscles layer. See here, the cancer cell is present here. Cancer cell. This is called as keratinocyte. Keratinocyte is nothing but the, what is that? Keratin. Keratin, vitamin A containing cells. So keratinocyte. Dead keratinocytes. These are all dead keratinocytes. Hard raised edges. This is a symptom of outside of the skin, ulcers like that, wound. Okay. Suppose if it is a skin affected by carcinoma, the wound will be look like a protrude like structures above the skin, but inside the cells are multiplied into number of cells. You just note it down. These are the two slides you are seeing. Okay, see, and go to the next one. It's called lymphoma. Lymphoid organ. Just to note it down. Lymphoid organ or lymph node, or otherwise called as lymphatic systems. Lymphoma is a cancer of the lymphatic system, which is part of the body germ fighting network. Where is the lymphatic organ? What is the main functions of the lymphatic organ? It fight against many diseases like as antibiotics, isn't it? So suppose the lymphatic organ or lymphatic system affected by the physical and chemical and biological process, as a result, the normal cell converted into neoplastic and cancer. So such glands. Okay, what are the glands? See here, the lymphatic system included the lymph node, lymph glands, spleen, thymus glands, and also bone marrow. These are all comes under the gettings. What is the lymphatic system? Isn't it? Already we saw it in the immunology, isn't it? So here, suppose if it is the lymphoma is mostly where it is present, lymphatic system. Lymphoma can affect all those areas as well as other organs throughout the body, because lymphoid organs, lymph node also present throughout the body. Already we saw it, the lymphatic system, isn't it? Throughout the body. See here. So these are all called as the green color. The green color is called as what is the lymphatic system. Each knot considers a lymphatic node. Lymphatic node. The lymphatic node is expansion here. See here, this is the structure of expandable manner they have given. So this is the small tube-like structure connected in between the two node. Okay, this is node, this is another node. In between there is a, what is a small tube-like structure. Okay, so these are all an interconnection throughout the body, Okay, so in this place, the cancer cells also present due to some other changes, genetical changes. As a result, it can be spread through the lymphatic organs. That's why that condition is called as lymphoma. Okay, you got it, that one? The lymphoma or cancer of lymphocytes, not at the lymphocytes, lymphocyte producing organs or lymphatic organs. That is the thanks. Okay, for the next one. Leukemia. It is also very, very important one. Leukemia is otherwise called as blood cancer. What is by blood cancer? See here, there is a mutation takes place in the blood cells, particularly WBC, otherwise called as white blood corpuscles. Leukemia is a broad term for cancers of the blood cells, any part of the blood. The type of leukemia depends on the type of blood cells. That is very, very important. That become a cancer and whether it grows quickly or slowly. Okay, some of the cancer, it will be very slow in nature, just like a crab. Already told you, cancer is otherwise called as what is a crab. Crab, it can move very slowly. Okay, likewise, cancer also, it can move from one part of the body to another part of the body, very slow manner. That's why they may be give different types. Some of them are very quickly. Some of them are very slowly. The blood cancer is also two types. It can be very fast as well as a slow manner. Leukemia occurs most often in adult older than 55 years. Note it down. This is very, very bad. Leukemia mostly, most of the cases, they may be in the adult older than 55 years, but it is not. It is also the most common cancer in children younger than 15. These are the two complicated, controversy age groups. Okay, see here the 55, here the 15. So once again, leukemia, blood cancer. It may be quick or slowly. How many age group? 15.5 is the older than, and the younger one is a 15. Okay, see here. This is the normal blood cells. Already know about the normal blood cell. This is RBC. This one is called as WBC. Here they have given us a neutrophil structure. Likewise, there are so many sites also present. This is the platelets and monocytes also present. This is the normal blood cell. When it undergoes a mutation process, see here, these are the leukemia cell present in the blood. Number of cells, count it. It is more than that of the normal RBC or WBC cells. That condition is called as leukemia, otherwise called as blood cancer. Okay, that is called as leukemia. So this is a normal. This one is called as what is a leukemia. So how it will be compared here, the normal cell, how it will be, and then abnormal cell division, a particular leukemia cells also. What is that? We cannot able to calculate. It's a numerous thousand and millions of cells will be produced due to the mutations, and also it happens. That condition is called as leukemia. Okay, otherwise called as blood cancer. Okay. See here, leukemia. Common symptoms of leukemia they have given is a systemic weight loss, fever, frequently infections, lungs easiness, shortness of breath, because it's related to the blood, isn't it? Okay. Muscular weakness, bone or joint pain or a tenderness, and physiological fatigue and loss of appetite, because it's also related to the brain. Okay. Lymph node swelling, already knew very about. Spleen and liver enlargement, because spleen is also essential for the filtering of microorganism, and also another name is called as graveyard of RBC. RBC also lysis takes place in the spleen. And skin, night sweats, easy bleeding and bruising, purplish patches on or spots, where body also having a purplish patches, small dots on your skin. Okay, so these are the symptoms of leukemia. Okay, next, third one is called a sarcoma. Note it down. A sarcoma is a rare type of malignant tumor that develop in the bone and connective tissue. Note it down. This is very, very important. Sarcoma, it's related to bone and connective tissue, such as fat, muscles, blood vessels also. Where there is a locations, just imagine sarcoma arises in bone, muscles, fat, blood vessels, cartilages, other soft or connective tissues of the body. They are relatively uncommon. Note it down. This is also very, very important, very dangerous one only. Sarcoma. Sarcoma means bone cancer and also connective cancers. Malignancy. This is also another type of malignant. Malignant is nothing but the tumors. Tumor means mass of cell is called as tumors. Okay, already we discussed that things also. So this is also very, very important. Mostly they were asked the question, cartilages or bones. Cartilages, bones. What are the difference between cartilages and also bones? Cartilages used for the flexibility, man. It's also connection between the two bones. Okay. The bone already you know, it's the hardest tissue. Also made up of which one you know? Osteoclast. Osteoclast. See here, this is a sarcoma, bone cells. Okay. So this is also affected, swelling in the connective tissues. Okay. See that. So how they will spread from the one part of to another part. This is a clinically analyzed. Okay. One is called as tumors, blood streams, and also lymphatic system, lungs, and also bone metastasis. These are all are the, what is that, clinically detectable. See that? So these are the types of, what is that, cancer types. It can be spread. How it will be spread, already told you. Suppose take an example, any one of the person suffered by the cancer in the hand. Okay, the blood stream is there. The cancer cells also transfer through where to where, you know, from the skin to the pathway of blood. Which one, you know, artery or veins. Transfer from the one place to another places, and also the proliferation takes place. Where it deposited, suppose if it is transferred through the bloodstream into brain, there is a cell. Suppose if even a single cancer cell is present in it, what will happen now? It will undergo proliferation. Proliferation is nothing but what is that? Multiplication. After that, converted into what is that? What is that? Cancer cells. It can be detected. See that the single cell multiply into how many cells are there? This is also another, and also transfer from the one place to another place. It is also another type. Intravasion. Intravasion, this is the intravasion. Extravation means transport from the another places. This is also another two transport mechanism. Okay. Go to the next one. See that melanoma. This is also very, very important. Melanoma. Melanoma is the most serious types of skin cancer. Melanin, note it down. Skin cancer develop in the cells melanocytes. Note it down. The melanoma develops by the cell is called as melanocytes that produce a melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its colors. Melanoma can also form in your eyes and rarely inside your body, such as in your nose or throat. These are the another type of the cancer. So they are called as what is that? Melanoma. Why it is called as melanoma? The melanin pigments related one, you know, the skin cancer. That is called as skin cancer because it is related to the melanin pigment and also melanocytes. Okay. So this is mostly rarely present in it. Rarely. That is very, very important. Eyes and inside your body, such as your nose and the throat. Sometimes it may be identified. Okay. Related to the skin cancer. The melanomas or cancer that arises in the cells that make a pigment in the skin. This is also, yeah, see that these are the types. Okay, normal moles. This is a normal moles. Where's the melanoma? See the structure, the cancer cell after the skin, the pigmentation completely changed. Okay, here see the symptom. These are the symptom of which one, you know, melanoma, and also which one, you know, the skin cancer. Melanin pigments also change it to some other form. This is moles. It's nothing but the what is that? Identification for the thing. It is also changes the cancerous cells, modified into some other form. Okay, this is the and the one. Already we discussed what are the types of cancer treatment: surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy. These are the three things already we discussed. Remaining things, what are the immunotherapy, antigen antibody, hormone therapy is also present in some of the parent some of the persons suffered by the cancer. Okay, what will happen? Some of the cells, they may be produce the hormones. For example, so many hormones is there, particularly some of the amino acids, some of the enzymes also increases. Alanine transaminase, aspartate transaminase, glutamine transferase, like that. There are so many enzymes also increase their affected persons. And also targeted therapy. Targeted exactly we are giving. Suppose if it is affected the nearest cell, what will happen? It will also sometimes they may be converted into cancer. When you are giving radiation therapy, okay, the particular part will be affected, isn't it? Suppose the affected part, when you are giving the radiotherapy, it can be curable. Or suppose nearest normal cell, it receive the radiation, what will happen? The normal cell also converted into cancer. So they are giving the exactly how many centimeter, how many millimeter depth and width also they calculate, then only they give targeted therapy. In stem cell therapy also, sometimes they may give the stem cell therapy. These are the treatment they are giving. See that types of cancer treatment is surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, hormone therapy, targeted therapy, and stem cell therapy. Okay, so this is the last part. See that lymphoma. See here, lymphoma is in the part in thyroid gland, breast cancer, lung cancer, kidney cancer, and the appendix, uterine, ovary, and also colorectal. So these are the parts. Depends upon the part. There may be different types. They have been reported by the scientist. Okay, already we discussed these things. Okay, okay. So we'll go to the next. What is that? The continuity of the part. Last one is called as what is that? Human welfare is a last one. The drugs. Okay, so it is also very, very important one. The part 8 is the drugs. After 8 parts, the lesson will be completed. Okay, see here. What is by drugs? What is the main uses of the drugs? Drugs may be used for the medicinal purpose. Some of them are used for the what is the unwanted. Okay, so what are they? See here. Drugs and alcohol is another part. The drugs that are commonly abused are opioid, cannabinoids, and also cocoa alkaloids. These are the 3 categories. Mostly they were used for the commonly abused manner. A majority of these drugs obtained from the flowering plant. Some are obtained from the fungi. The drugs is one of the chemical substances. They were used for the which one commonly drugs abuses. Opioid, cannabinoids, and cocoa alkaloids, and also sometimes they were used for the medicinal purpose. They are all isolated from the flowering plant. Some of them are obtained from fungi. Okay, what are the things? See here they have given us a 6 part. One is called opioid, cannabinoids, cocaine, hallucinations, and tobacco and alcohol. These are the 6 heading we are going to discuss here. You must note it down. What is by opioid? What is the main chemical composition of opioid? What is the sources? Where will you get it? Which plant? Name of the plant? What will be the uses? Okay, these things we are going to discuss one by one. This is very, very important as a NEET point view. See the opioid. The opioid is one of the drugs which bind a specific opioid receptor present in the central nerve system and gastrointestinal tract. Once again, repeat for you. Opioid is one of the drugs mostly obtained from the plant sources. It is mostly bind with the specific opioid receptor present in the central nerve system. Note it down. And also gastrointestinal tract. Okay, the best important, otherwise called as a most commonly used opioid is heroin. It's one of the drug. The heroin commonly called as smack, chemically diacetyl morphine. Note it down, my dear students. So many times they were asked the question, heroin, the chemical name. is called as diacetylmorphine. Diacetylmorphine. It is a white, odorless, bitter taste, crystalline compound obtained by acetylation of morphine. That's why it is called as diacetylmorphine. The chemical nature is called as, what is that? Acetylation, addition, fortification of the morphine. As a result, you will get diacetylmorphine. Okay, the diacetylmorphine is also extracted from the latex of papain plant, Papavir somnifera. Note it down here. Opioid is a drug. The chemical name diacetylmorphine, odorless, bitter, crystalline compound obtained by acetylation of the morphine. Morphine is the compound. Acetylation means addition of acetyl compound. Okay, as a result, you will get it. Which one you know? Diacetylmorphine. Extracted from the latex of papain plant. It is also latex. That means it comes under the getting Iferbaceae family. Iferbaceae. That plant is called as Papavir somnifera. Papavir somnifera. Here they may ask the question: the plant opioid isolated from where you know? Plant Papavir somnifera. So opioid, the chemical compound name is called as heroin. The heroin chemically called as diacetylmorphine. Okay, it's a bitter taste. It is also very, very important one. See that one? Generally taken by snoring and also injection. Snoring means through our nose. There may be snore. Okay, and also injection. Already but there are so many film. You can see it. Injection. Okay, and heroin is a depressant and slows down body function. This is very, very important. Heroin is also a depressant and also slow down body function because it's also enter in the central nerve system. When it enter into the central nerve system, automatically it reaches the brain and also the function completely. What will happen? Completely depressants also. Suppose that type of persons, okay, it will not take. What will happen? The fingers as well as the body completely shaking, shivering. Okay, so these are all what happened according to the central nervous system is also affected. That is the reasons. So this is the important one. See the morphine structures. Sometimes they may ask the question: chemical formula. C17H19. Here, how many components? C17H19 NO thrice. Note it down. This one is very, very important. Diacetylation. Here the acetyl group. CH3 is the acetyl group. Diacetylation means two acetyl group is also present in it, isn't it? Here you must note it down. This is the chemical formula, chemical structure, chemical formula, and chemically morphine is called as diacetylmorphine. So note it down. So this is the structure of the morphine. See here, two acetyl group present in it. Two acetyl group. Sometimes they may ask the question: morphine, how it will be converted into? Morphine is also prepared by the addition of, like that they may ask the question, methyl, ethyl, acetyl, like that they may ask the question. You have to tell us the acetylation group. CH3 OH, CH3 OH, acetyl. Okay, see that. And second one is called as cannabinoids. Cannabinoid is also another type of chemical components, a group of chemicals that interact with the cannabinoid receptor of brains. Each one it has a specific receptor. Each and every receptor is made up of protein molecules. Then only it can be easily receive the chemical substances, and as bind with the receptor, it can move from the one place to another places. Okay, note it in cannabinoids. It's also one of the chemical substance or drugs, group of chemicals. That is very, very important one. Interact with the cannabinoid receptor of the brain. Obtained from the inflorescence of, note it down, this is very, very important. Cannabis sativa. Cannabis sativa. Last class, last time they asked the question. Cannabis sativa. Sativa. Note it down. Just imagine. Some sativa already studied. Mental did the work, isn't it? For their research. Likewise, it is obtained from the inflorescence. Sometimes they ask the question, which pod used as a, what is that? cannabinoids like that in chemical substance isolated from the drugs for the preparation of drugs like they may ask the question inflorescence cannabis sativa. Flower top leaves and resins of cannabis plants are used in various combinations to produce what is that marijuana, huskies, karas, and we may call as ganja. These are the plant parts. They were used as a what is a chemical substance as the drugs. Okay, see here. And generally taken by inhalation. Inhalation means nose, and also oral injection, sieving process, just like a what is a piddles. Okay, just like a what is a tobacco, like that, mouth sieving process. Effect on cardiovascular system of the body when you are consuming cannabinoids. Okay, cannabis sativa, the plant or whatever it may be, ganja. Okay, that things easily affect the cardiovascular system of the body. Cannabinoids are also being abused by some sports persons. Sometimes they were used as a sports person. Cannabinoids. It is also asked by the question. Sports person used which substances? Cannabinoids is one of the alkaloids. It's a chemical substances. It can be used by which one? Sports persons. They were used for their performance. When you are consuming these chemical substances, what happen? Your performance will be very high compared to the normal persons. So many persons also what is arrested in this category, sports person. Even take an example, Usain Bolt also. Some other person, so many persons already you heard when you are going to Olympic, getting the medals. Okay, that time. See that this is the ganja plants. Okay, cannabis, sativas, cannabis. So see marijuana. So cannabis and also cannabinoids. This is the plant. Okay, so it affect the what is the vascular cardio. Already we discussed myocardial. What is that? See that one. What is that? Cardiovascular system. Effect on cardiovascular system of the body. This is also very, very important things. See the chemical structures of the cannabinoids. Note it down. This is very, very important. C21H30, where O2 here, the molecular formula of the cannabinoids. C21H30 O2. Okay. So this is also very, very important. Sometimes they may ask the question in this category. Molecular formula of the cannabinoids. Molecular form of the which one previous one. The molecular formula already we discussed, C21H30O2. The fully systematic name for this THC isomer. See here, this is the structure. 6,6,9 trimethyl 1,3 pentenyl 6A and 7,8,10A tetrahydro 6H benzochromane 1-all. This is the structure of which one cannabinoids. The molecular formula only you should know. This is very, very important. THC, otherwise called as this molecular formula for that cannabinoid sativa. The chemical is, suppose when you are going to expand the chemical name, means these are the things. This is no need this one. Just you should know. Okay, 6,6,9. That is the trimethyl. Trimethyl means 3. Methyl group is also 1,3 pentenyl. 1,3 part. The 1 carbon atom, third carbon is also pentenyl structure is there. 6A and 7,8,10A is a tetrahydro. Tetrahydro means 4 hydrogen molecules like that. Benzo. So no need that one. So here you must note it on which one is the molecular formula only, and also chemical name only is enough. Okay. Third one is also cocaine. Most worldwide problem. It's a very dangerous one. The coca alkaloids or cocaine is obtained from the coca plant Erythroxylum xylem coca. Erythroxylum coca. Okay. Erythroxylum, sorry. Erythroxylum coca. That is very, very important. It interferes with the transport of neurotransmitters. All the drugs, they are interrelated with the nerve system only. Okay. Neurotransmitter, dopamine, Listen here, dopamine. When you are excited, that time what happens? Automatically, the body secreted dopamine. You are excited. Okay, whatever it may be. You are what is that? Laughing. That time also, what happened? When your mind or body is a happy moment, happiest events, your that time what happened? The dopamine all secreted. So your face is look like a, what is that? Bright in nature. Dopamine is also very, very important. Okay. The cocaine is also commonly called as coke or crack, is usually snorted. Once again, cocaine, erythroxylum coca. Here, the neurotransmitter dopamine interfere with the transport neurotransmitter dopamine. It's also connected with the cocaine. What is it? Bind with the neurotransmitter component is called as dopamine. Okay, it is otherwise called, commonly called coke crack. Potent stimulating effect on central nervous system. Here also the same thing is that. Already told you. All the drugs also are. Okay. Bind with the central nervous system. Otherwise called as a receptor present in it. Produce sense of euphoria and increase the energy. Okay, euphoria. Okay, produce the sense of euphoria, also increase the energy. That is the reason they all the components they were used for the increase their energy only. They think like that, but it's not exactly. After the few minutes, what happened? A few hours, what happened? It comes down. That time, if he feel there is no energy like that. When you're drinking coffee, half an hours, what will happen? You know, you will get energy, isn't it? But it's not exactly like that. Okay. Suppose excessive lead to what happened? Hallucination. Hallucination is, what is the meaning of hallucination? We cannot be able to see the in front of you. Those who are standing. That condition is called as, what is that? Hallucination. You forget yourself. Okay. So that is the see here. The erythroxylum coca. The plant is look like this one. See that? Erythroxylum coca. So one of the plant. Okay. So the flower and fruits also there. Okay. See here another one. Another slide. Cocaine is also isolated in this plant only. See that hallucinogens. It is another type of what is that? Drugs. Time from the the Atroba pelladonna and also Datura species. Datura methyl already studied, isn't it? So likewise, the hallucination is also one of the chemical substances obtained, drug substances obtained from the plant like Atroba pelladonna, the Datura species. Okay, what is the chemical name? See here the lysergic and diethylamide, lysergic and diethylamide, that is simply called as LSD, is derived from the fungus Claviceps purpurea. Note it down. This is also very, very important. So many times they were asked this question. Atroba pelladonna is the one of the plant. Datura species is also one of the plant, isn't it? These are all, I think, dicot. And Claviceps purpurea is a fungus. Okay. So hallucination components also obtained from the three plants here already mentioned: Atroba pelladonna, Datura species, and Claviceps purpurea. These drugs are called as, what is a psychedelic drugs because of their effect on the cerebrum and the sense organs. They ask the question: the most cerebrum affected. Okay, hallucinations obtained from which of the plant, which one of the following plant, like that they may ask the questions directly. Okay, cerebrum and sense organ. This is very, very important one. Otherwise called as psychedelic drugs. Which one is called as psychedelic drugs? Hallucinations. Which plant obtained the drugs is called as psychedelic? Claviceps purpurea, pelladonna, Atroba pelladonna, and Datura species. Sometimes they may ask when these two are the Atroba pelladonna comes under the which one of the following family, like that they may ask the question. That is called as Datura. Okay. See, these drugs already affect through about feeling and perceptions of an individuals. This is the effect through feelings, and medically these are given into the patient to cope with the mental illness, like what is the insomnia. What is the meaning of insomnia? We cannot be able to remind the things, depression and insomnia. Just like any other films, Surya films, already you know about. What is that? What is that? That film name? He wrote it on his body, isn't it? Any places like that. Okay. So medical, these are given in the patient to cope with the mental illness. Some of the persons also suffered by the mental illness. Such person, they will not take rest. 24 hours, they are all are, what is depressions. Sometimes in baby, insomnia, forget themselves. Okay. Such type of people's patients, they may provide the doctors collagenation components. So they are all are sleeping in nature body. Okay. See the Atroba plant, Atroba belladonna plant look like this. Okay. There is a fruits in a black in color. See that drugs such as barbiturates and amphetamines and benzodiazepines. So these are the 3 drugs and other similar drugs which are normally used as a medicine to help patients cope with the mental illness such as depression and insomnia are often fused. Okay, these are also used for the mental illness. Sometimes they may ask the questions, mental illness, which one of the following is provided by the doctors? Like that, they may ask the questions. Okay, so this is very, very important. Barbiturates, note it down. Amphetamines, benzodiazepines. Okay, these are all important one. See, this is the plant. Let me discuss Atroba belladonna. Okay, see which part they may ask the question. Sometimes they may ask the question. This is also which one in a Datura family. Already see that the flowers look like a Datura species, isn't it? This is also Atroba belladonna and also Datura species. Clavis purpurea. This is the fungus. Note it down. Clavis purpurea is the fungus. Okay, structure will be like this. And then last one is called as tobacco. Already know about it. It is one of the plant. Okay, it is a smoked, sieved or used as a snuff. Okay, smoked one. Cigarette also prepared by the tobacco. Sheaved, sometimes they were used with the piddle. Okay, and also sheaved purpose. In the old grandma like that, they were used the tobacco along with the piddles. Okay, and used as a snuff in your nose. Tamil we may call as podi, muku podi. Okay, got it. Tobacco contain nicotine and alkaloids. Note it down. Which one is a major component? Nicotine and alkaloid. Not only that, and also containing 60 components. Note it down. This is very, very important. Nicotine, not only the nicotine and anabasine, norannabasines. Okay. Likewise, there are 60 components also present in the 60 alkaloid component present in the tobacco plants. So tobacco is very, very dangerous one. So what will happen? Suppose when you are consuming tobacco, what happens? Nicotine stimulates the adrenal gland to raise blood pressure and increase the heart rate also. When you are consuming nicotine, tobacco, what happens? Adrenal glands also stimulated. Okay. And also the blood pressure also automatically increases. These both are interrelated, isn't it? And also increase the heart rate. It's 3: heart, kidney, and also blood veins. And smoking of tobacco is associated with the cancer. Already we discussed the lung cancer, oral cancer. Sometimes some of the people, they were used for in their mouth part, under the mouth part. That means that what is that? Salivary glands. Salivary gland cancer, oral cancer, esophagus. When you are consuming, what happens in your mouth too, it enter into the esophagus. Esophagus cancer is also possible. Again, it enter into the stomach. Stomach cancer is also possible. It absorbed by the small intestine. Small intestine is also possible. Absorbed small intestine or large intestine. What happens? It enter into the blood. Again, when it enter into the blood, automatically throughout the body, it circulating throughout the body. So when it reaches any part of the body, it may be induced the cancer. So lung, urinary bladder, and also throat, bronchitis, and emphysema, and coronary heart diseases, gastric ulcer, etc. These are the parts where are associated with the which one cancer when you are smoking. Okay, so already discussed that things also, isn't it? See here, tobacco chewing is associated with the cancer of oral cavity. See, so this is the, what is the tonsil, cheek lining, tongue, lips, and gums, isn't it? Some of the patients they are placing here. Some of them are under the tongue. Some of them placing here in this area. So what happened, when you are placing 100 and 200 times in this area, what happens? The cells are completely, what is that? Eroded. The normal cell converted to neoplastic cells, neoplastic cell will converted into cancer cells. So finally, what happened? The oral cancer is induced, reduced. Okay, like that. So this is the tobacco plant. Already you saw it. Already you can see it. After drying, they were used as a smoking process preparation, cigarette preparation, and also others. The chemical name of the nicotine, C10H14N2. Note it down. This is very, very important. Molecular formula, you have to write it down in a small notebook. Collect the information also. C10H14 and N2. Nicotine. Okay. So this is also very, very important. See, how many chemical substances present the nicotine? See that? Benzobirin. The chemical formula C20H12. Nicotine derived nitrosamine ketone. Nicotine C10H13N3O2. Nitrazone or nicotine. Otherwise called as nitrazone nor nicotine. Triple N. Note it down. Triple N. Okay. C9H11N3O. See here 10, here 9. The hydrogen molecules also. Suppose if it is a, what is that? 10, the one carbon atom reduced, here the two hydrogen atom reduced. Okay, got it. Here nor nicotine. See here nor nicotine. Here what happened, see 9, but here 12 is there compared to this one. See N2. Diacetyl nicotine. C4H6O2. Tabine. C10H12N2. Maltol. C6H6O3. Myosmine. C9H10N2. These are the chemical names, and remaining chemical names, there are 60 chemical names also there. So this is very, very complicated components. See, these are the structures. Nicotine, yes, R nicotine, yes nicotine, R nicotine, nicotine, yes nor nicotine, and anabasine, naptacin, napin, anaptapine. Okay, these are the different types of alkalides also isolated from the single plant. Imagine single plant containing, these are the chemical substances. They can induce their oral cancer, lung cancer, and so on. So the alcohol, please kindly refer your book, because alcohol C2H5OH, this is also called as a alcohol. Okay, so alcohol also, about drugs. Why I didn't take this one, it may be move on to the DOS mark. What are the brand? What are the things is that? That things we have to study. Okay, so just go through and read it. It's enough. No need. So, and alcohol also, what happened when you are consuming, when you are drinking, what happened? It will also affect the lungs, liver, kidney, brain also, central nervous system, particularly the cerebrum is also affected. Okay, similar effect also where when we are consuming the drugs, whether taking cocaine or whatever it may be, similar effect is also there. Okay, just go through it kindly. And then types of diseases, this is also present in a book. Endemic diseases, what is by endemic? The regular occurrence of the diseases in a given geographic area or a population of group. Example, common cold, sleeping sickness, these are all endemic diseases normally present in your geographic region. Exotic disease, a disease imported into the country in which it does not occur. Example, rabies in the UK. Exotic disease means disease imported into a country. What is it? AIDS also imported, or COVID is also a imported disease. Where? China to India. Another is zoonosis, an infection disease spread from the vertebrate or vector or human. Example, rabies. Zoo means animals. Note it down. The disease spread by animals. Take an examples. Which one Seventh Sense, the Elam Arivu, isn't it? The film, the Dongli. Imagine. One of the vectors. injected to the dog. It will spread throughout the country. That is the reason. So just like that. Imagine epizootic disease, an epidemic or of an animal or population. Example, anthrax, rabies, bovine TB. Particularly, it only affect the animal species only. The particular entire animals will be affected by the particular disease. For example, anthrax is also affected by the buffalo, cow. Rabies only, what is that? Dog only. Bovine TB. Bovine TB means what is that? It's a young one of the pig. Bovine, porcine. Okay. These are the important things. And sporadic diseases. The occurrence of the diseases only a few individuals widely spread in space and time, showing the little or no connections of the things. That is called as tetanus. These are the sporadic diseases. Okay. So what is the next one? So pandemic diseases. Already you know a little bit. What is my pandemic? An epidemic usually affecting a large population over wide geographic area such as nation, a continent, or world. Example, influenza pandemic of 1918 and 1957, cholera 1962, and now AIDS. Now AIDS, no, not only AIDS. Now what is that? One of the very dangerous diseases called as COVID 2020. What is that? 2021, 22, isn't it? And these are the pandemic diseases. It's from the outer maximum population were affected, was affected. It's totally throughout the world also affected, isn't it? Globe. Peripheral lymphoid organs. See here, the lymphoid nodes and spleen, largest lymphoid organs, tonsil and Peyer's patches. Note it on Peyer's patches is also very, very important one. The main chemical compound initiating the inflammatory response in the body are histamine and bradykinin and serotonin and prostaglandin. These are the chemical substances. They may induce the inflammations, swelling. Okay. And other immuno diseases are diabetes mellitus, multiple sclerosis, rheumatic arthritis. What is mean rheumatic arthritis? Old people mostly affected. That means joints. We cannot be able to move on to the upstairs. We cannot be able to step on the upstairs. Addison diseases and ulcerative colitis. Strep throat, damage heart valves due to the toxin produced by streptococcal infections. Okay, these are the other immuno diseases. Sometimes they may ask the question, what are the immuno diseases? Which one of the following is not immuno disease? Like that, they may ask the questions. And the last one, World AIDS Day is December 1. Okay, so you have to know some of the things. And this one is called as very, very important. Sometimes they were asked the questions. The ancient age scientist, the father of medicine, Hippocrates. Once again, repeat for you. Father of medicine, Hippocrates. He gave a scientific explanation of disease first time. This is a question. Who gave the scientific explanation? Hippocrates. Who is the father of medicine? Hippocrates. Father of surgery, Susruda. He used non-poisonous leeches. Already I told you, non-poisonous leech. Leech salivary gland consists of hirudin is one of the anticoagulant substance. Here you note it down. This is very, very important. Who is the non-poisonous leech for the surgery? In ancient ages, anticoagulant substance like that, Susruda, for the surgical purpose. So he is the father of surgery. Father of Ayurveda, Chakra. Ay means life, Veda means knowledge. So father of Ayurveda, Chakra. He first gave a concept of digestive metabolism and immunity. Okay, this is also another point. They may ask the question. Father of modern pathology. So many times they were asked the question. Note it down. Rudolf Virchow. Who is the father of modern pathology? Rudolf Virchow. Father of immunity, Edward Jenner. Already know, but smallpox vaccine. Father of immunity. Father of immunity. Okay. So, and father of blood grouping, already know, C. Landsteiner. Father of modern bacteriology, Robert Koch. This is also so many times they were asked the question. Anthrax, discovered by the name of the scientist. TP, discovered by, and cholera also, discovered by Robert Koch. So he is called as father of modern, what is that? Bacteriology. Nobel Prize for odorless alpha fictions is given to the Richards. Okay, so this is also very, very important. I cannot visible this one. And then important day, sometimes they may ask the question. Okay, 30th January, leprosy day. 24th March, tuberculosis day. April 7, World Health Day. This is very, very important. TP, very, very important. 26th June, International Day Against Drug Abuse. Now only we saw it. Okay. And also it is the trafficking, illicit trafficking. This is also your day. 01 July Doctors Day. July 1st, Dr. J Day. And July 11th, World Population Day. Already know a little bit. December 1 is which one? AIDS Day. Okay. I think that's all about the lesson. This lesson is completely finished. So we will see the remaining on the remaining lesson. We will start the new lesson on the next classes. Okay, tomorrow. So thank you for your participation. What we have discussed already in over, there are 4 types of cancer have been reported. Sorry, 5: sarcoma, lymphoma, leukemia, and also carcinoma and myeloma, isn't it? So these are the things, how it will be spread, what are the affected area, and how it will be treated, all those things we saw it. Then we'll pass on to the next one is called as, what is that? Drugs. What are the drugs is there? Cannabinoids. And also, what is that? Nicotine. Atropine is one of the drugs, and chemical structures in cannabinoids. And also morphine. Morphine otherwise called as, what is that? Diacetyl morphine, opioid. Okay, second one is already in our board, cannabinoids. And third one is called as, what is that? Cocaine. And fourth one is collagenation. And fifth one is tobacco, isn't it? And what are the diseases already present in it? That things already we discussed. Do you have any doubt in this area? Will you please ask me if you have any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, clearly you have to follow it and practice it once again. I repeat for you, then only you will get the idea. Okay, you just note it down. Tobacco, which chemical substance, which part affect, and what will be the molecular formula. Likewise, you have to prepare your own, what is that, notes. When you are repeating, when you are going to study, okay, you have to prepare the which one hints. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your participation. See you next class. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gana. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, my dear students.
Thank you, sir.